Hi, my name is Cheryl Lynn. I am a psychic medium, angel channel, and I am making some videos about the law of attraction. This is video number 2. I made video number 1 about the basic laws, and I want to talk today about one of the basic rules, we'll call it, of the law of attraction. Is what I'm talking about, which a lot of people follow, which a lot of people utilize to get things in their life. And it is the idea of being unlimited. And it's one of the really big points of the law of attraction. So I'm going to dive right into that today. And if you want to go watch the first video to find out why I'm making these and what I believe about the law of attraction, it's on YouTube or wherever. So I want to talk about the unlimited. On page 112, it says, "In this unlimited universe, there need be no competition for resources, for the resources are unlimited. You may deprive yourself of receiving them and therefore perceive a shortage, but it is really your own making." On page, let's talk about unlimited. On page 39, it says, "There's nothing you cannot be, do, or have." In other words, implying absolutely everything is available to you. On page 43, they talk about, page 43, they talk about, I think this is creative. They tell you to say, "I recognize that I am unlimited in all facets of my life. I have a bank account balance that is unlimited. I understand that there are no limits to the abundance in the universe." So I want to talk about why I think this is so damaging, a belief, because one of the huge gifts of the life that we are leading, this physical reality, is the limits. The limits are what give you perspective. They're what help you to understand the value of living a life, the value of what you have, the value of the things around you. If they were unlimited, they would have no value. If you had unlimited time, it wouldn't matter how you spent that time, because you would always have more of it. But it isn't unlimited. That's the whole point. They literally say there are no limits, but everything in life is limited. If you think about it, time, energy, resources, everything is limited. And that is exactly why we do compete for those things. If you look at life, there are so many stories of competition all around you. Why would there be any of that competition if there were no limits? I mean, in childhood, the story of Cinderella, okay? So there was only one prince, right? And everyone loves that story because Cinderella was the winner. She got the prince. There were so many women who wanted the prince, all these girls dressed up to go to the ball, but there's only one prince. There's not unlimited princes in the world. Not everybody got a prince, right? So it is limited. So if you say, well, no, it isn't, you just perceive there's only one, I'd like to know where the rest are. I'd like to know, because there isn't, there's just the one. And when you think about, so let's talk about something like the Olympics, sports. If you go to the Olympics, let's just talk about one race. There's one race at the Olympics, not the whole Olympics. Let's pick one little race. There's only one gold medal that's going to be awarded for that one race. Let's say it's an individual race, whatever, and one person is going to win that gold medal. Now, I'm not an athlete, but I know athletes, and I know someone who teaches baseball, and I know all of this, and I know about the yips, and I know about it's all in your mind and everything. So in reality, I know that world-class athletes have to have really positive attitudes. They have to keep their mind in a very positive place. And it sort of follows along with a lot of things that the law of attraction says of, oh, you have to believe, you have to see yourself winning, you have to visualize it. Well, I believe that if you are a world-class athlete, that you made it to the Olympics, then I'm pretty sure you're good at visualizing and keeping yourself in a positive place and believing that you're going to win. So if the law of attraction were true, those people who it's kind of their specialty of using that positivity, they all would win the gold medal. But only one of them wins the gold medal. And if you say, well, the one that won the gold medal, the person who won the gold medal, did the law of attraction the best, then you're contradicting the law of attraction by saying they competed for a limited thing. You're agreeing that there was a competition and someone won it. And according to the law of attraction, there is never a need to compete for anything. So you can't have it both ways. You can't say the law of attraction is true and there are limits and the person who won that competition just understood the law of attraction the best, because the law of attraction says there are no limits and you don't have to compete. That's just the way it is. So I have a real problem with that. And I feel like, if you look at literally everything, little kids who are really good at understanding and believing in their imagination, they embrace their imagination. They all have, not all of them, but a lot of them have expectations of Santa Claus showing up and bringing them presents. And you say, well, they got the presents, but it was their parents. But that's not what they expected to happen. And according to the law of attraction, there is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have as long as you believe and expect it to happen. And then you add the emotional excitement. Well, I've never known anyone who could be as excited as some of the little kids I've known for Christmas morning. They are super excited. They're investing all of this emotion, all of this belief, all of this expectation, and yet they are not getting what they should be creating according to the law of attraction, which is Santa Claus showing up and giving them exactly what they want. If the law of attraction were true, Santa would be real. Too many kids expect and believe it, and it's just not true. There is no Santa. Santa has never shown up at any little kid's house and given them a present. And you could say, oh, well, yeah, but the kids get the present, it's just from their parents. Well, you can't have it both ways. Either the law of attraction is true or it isn't. You can't say, oh, it's completely true, just not the way they say it's true. It's true, but not the way they say it is. Well, it's either true or it isn't true. So I think it's really important that you think about the fact that one of the major things the law of attraction says is there are no limits, but you accept that there are limits. We have to accept that there are limits, otherwise we can't exist in this physical reality. So if you accept that there are limits, which there's only one president, and lots of people want to be president. There's X amount of football players, and a lot of little boys want to end up football players. There's X amount of prima ballerinas, and a lot of little girls want to be those ballerinas. There's only so many movie stars. There's only so many this, so many that. Everything is limited, and we understand that and accept that and believe that because we have to exist in this physical reality. Then basically, believing in the law of attraction is breaking with reality and saying, I'm going to deny my reality around me. That's a very dangerous thing to do. It doesn't teach you how to live well in the reality that you live in. It tells you to live externally to that reality. If you break with reality, that's like a psychotic break. You can get into big trouble there. So I think it's very dangerous to embrace this whole no, it's an, and I know that the universe seems really big, so it seems unlimited to us, which it might be. To our poor little brains can't grasp how big the universe is, so that kind of seems like the truth. But our world is very limited. This earth we live in, our physical reality, is very, very limited. And we do see that. The world is only so big. It has X amount of molecules. It has X amount of sand. I don't know how much sand there is on our planet, but there is a finite amount of it, not an infinite amount. Like the law of attraction says, it's unlimited. It's not unlimited. Everything is limited. So it can't be true and not true. Once again, it's a huge contradiction. That's a problem. If you're living your life by something, I think it's important to make sure that it works for you, not against you. And I believe the law of attraction works against you. I think it's better to try to live the best, most spiritual, happiest life you can, most balanced life, most fulfilled life that you can within the reality of what you have. Not to break with reality and say, I'm going to go outside of that. So thanks for listening. I'm going to make a lot more videos addressing a lot more points. And again, if you believe the law of attraction works for you, that's not my point. My point is not about whether or not it has worked for some people. My point is that it's dangerous and that it can lead you onto an ego-driven path. And if that's your choice, if that's what you want to be, at least understand what it is that you're choosing. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.